The director of Trick or Treat takes on Christmas. Let's talk about it. Krampus, or as the Germans say, Krampus! Krampus was once again written and directed by Michael Dorothy. In Krampus, we have this very dysfunctional family that gets together for the holiday season to spend Christmas together, despite all their differences and partially hatred for one another. However, from the get-go, you can tell that these people are not happy. These people have all lost their hope and love and all the stuff that Christmas should actually be about. Most of the family has lost their faith in Santa or in Christmas, but there's one little boy who still has his hopes up. However, once he stops believing in Santa, this family gets a visit. But it ain't Santa. It's Krampus, who has come not to give, but to take. Now I can tell you from the get-go, I was really looking forward to this movie. If you saw my Halloween special, you know that I'm in love with the movie Trick or Treat. And Michael Dorothy, who is a holiday fanatic, directing yet another holiday sort of horror comedy? Yeah, what's not to love? Luckily, I can tell you, this movie is pretty cool. And you really have to hand it to Michael Dorothy. That guy just knows how to craft a movie about a holiday. All the little details, everything that you could relate to Christmas is in there. But again, it's sort of a dark story, but not too horrific. So I believe that also non-horror fans can enjoy it. It's funny, it has clever dialogue, but the dialogue, again, is not cheesy. It's just very well written. The acting on everyone's part is great. Now, I loved Adam Scott in the movie. I loved the Anchorman dude, and I know he has a name. I'm so sorry, but these two were amazing. They had amazing dialogue. Even Berta from 2.5 Men was amazing in the film. All the actors, but specifically, the child actors have to be mentioned, because normally I do have a problem with child actors. I have said that before, because child actors, if they suck, they tend to ruin everything. But the kids in this movie were surprisingly good. This movie combines so many different genres. It's a comedy. At some point, it's sort of a family, heartfelt, emotional drama, but it's also a horror flick. And let's get right to it. The horror in this movie is very well handled. The blend of horror and comedy works so well, it straight up reminded me of Gremlins, which surprisingly enough takes place on Christmas as well. And most of the creatures in this film are practical. They're either costumes or props, and this is what I love. This is how horror should be. The transition from this very hilarious opening to this hardcore home invasion flick with evil Christmas character works so well, I was amazed by it. But I also have to address that this movie does have some give and take. Somewhere in the middle of the second act, it does have some pacing issues. And it's not a big minus, but it is something that I did notice. But in general, I enjoyed everything about this movie. The characters were great, the dialogue was great, the horror sequences were very well handled. And it's not torture porn, it's not really gore, it's not violent, but it's just great filmmaking. Because Michael Dorothy said it himself. He likes horror to be entertaining. He doesn't want to scare the living shit out of you, and he doesn't want to disgust you to death. No, he just wants to entertain you with something that is a little bit scary. And he does that in the movie like a master. The cinematography in this movie, again, amazing. There's one entire sequence that is completely animated, and it works. And personally, I do believe I will pop this movie in every Christmas from now on, because Krampus gets the gold medal. Yep, Michael Dorothy did it again. He is now officially the king of horror holidays, and he earned it. So Krampus, what are your thoughts? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you guys, as always, for watching, and if you like what you see here and you want to see more, then just subscribe.